This video is going to explain how to use the ATR or Avalara Tax Research website in association with the Avalara Tax Code search page to find AvaTax codes and compare those two results and make sure that you've got the right item for AvaTax when you're looking for an AvaTax code. So what we're going to do is start by going into tax answers. Then we'll find an item in here that we can use to find a AvaTax code. So let's go into manufacturing. And once we're in manufacturing, we can go into manufacturing equipment. And after manufacturing equipment, we'll pick a state. It doesn't matter which state you find the AvaTax code in. The AvaTax code is going to be the same for all jurisdictions in AvaTax. So we'll use Texas as our example today. Once we're in Texas, you can see that we've got all the different items under manufacturing equipment. I'm going to use the manufacturer machinery replacement parts right here. And the way to find the AvaTax code in this site is under the title of the item right here. So when I click on that, it brings me in here and our recommended AvaTax codes are right here. So what I'm going to do is notice that we've got two of them here. What we're going to want to do is figure out which one of these is more appropriate for the machinery replacement parts that we have in our company. So what we're going to do is click on one of these. Notice that it's a clickable link and it opens a new tab and pulls up that particular code. But I'm going to flip back over to the other tab and I'm going to click on the other AvaTax code as well. And that opens yet another AvaTax code search page. So now what we've got here is the 20755 is wear parts greater than 3 years life. But the other one is for repair or replacement parts for manufacturing machinery. So if this is important, then we'll use this one. If the wear parts issue is part of what you're dealing with, then we've got these wear parts info items down here as well. Now here's a trick that you can also use to get the best AvaTax code for what you're looking for. Since this AvaTax code is in here already, I can simply hit search and it'll pull up all similar tax codes to that one. So when I hit search, it's now that all of these are the related search codes. Sometimes though, you might find wear parts of less than 1 year or something, and you want to make sure that your parts match that. You can click on that item. I've copied it to the clipboard. I'm now going to paste it up here. And I'm going to look at that other item instead and see what related parts answers are here for that. So here's wear parts of less than 1 year life. And then we've got all these other ones that match up. Notice that the 20704 came up again for just repair or replacement parts for manufacturing machinery. So when we scroll down, we've got all these different areas that we need to look at and see if they match up with our expectations in each state. Now, the way we find the expectations in each state is you go back to your item over here, look at the taxability, and then you can do a comparison right here and pull this answer up in every state. Now I can look at the item's taxability on each state. And if I go back into my tax code search over here, I can't do this on the video because I don't have a login, but you'll notice that it says sign in here in the upper right-hand corner. When you sign in here, you'll end up with another login, another tab rather on this tab menu. It'll say tax matrix or build a tax matrix or something like that. Then you can go ahead to that page, pull up a specific tax code, and you can look at the taxability in every state and jurisdiction. So when you do that, you can make that comparison on all the calls that the system makes in AvaTax against all of the answers that we have in here and make sure that that answer matches up. Now, if it doesn't match up, let me do this. I'm going to go back out to another page. If you, instead of having an actual AvaTax code, you have a not determined code. So let's see, go into services. Let's just go back to Texas. So carpet cleaning, commercial, this is a service and we need to know that it's taxable in Texas, but we want the AvaTax code and we don't have one here. So what we're going to do is click on that not determined. But this is the important part right here. Item does not have recommended AvaTax code, or, and this is more likely, has multiple codes that may apply. So what you need to do is search for specific AvaTax codes here And what we can do is just click on that link, and it brings us back to that AvaTax code search up there that we were looking at before. Okay. Now what I can do is type in carpet cleaning. And you can see that I've got a lot of different carpet cleaning answers in here, which is probably why they didn't give a specific one. We've got deodorant or protector added. We've got deodorant or protected added for residential, for commercial, then residential, no deodorant or protected added, and then carpet cleaning services, commercial, no deodorant or protector added. So these 4 are what we would have to take a look at to determine whether or not we needed one of these particular tax codes. Okay, so let's go back over to Avalara's Tax Research. And now you can see the other thing that happens is if you cannot find an AvaTax code that matches here, what you can do is read the next line. It says, if no code applies, you can create a custom tax code. And if you click on that link, it'll open a new tab at the top, and it'll give you instructions on how to create those custom codes in AvaTax. Okay, so that concludes the overview on how to find an AvaTax code utilizing the Avalara Tax Code Search and the Avalara Tax Research site. If there are any questions or problems, you can go through the regular support modes to get help from us, and we'll go through that with you, including a training on going over these together on specific issues. All right, that concludes this training. Thank you.